この怪獣はデストロイヤーです。なんてまがま。
What's going on, guys? Destroyah's Prophet here with my next countdown. Now, I've been thinking long and hard about what my next countdown's gonna be. So why not do a personal countdown of top 10 claw wielders in video games? I know that I normally stay away from top 10s and do top 13s, but especially when there's the Green Scorpion who does Weapons Month. But I digress. The claw signifies either the person is going to be an assassin and is gonna be gunning for you, or the person is a sadist and wants to get up close and personal while he or she watches the life slowly drain from you. Before we begin, recap on the rules. Only one per franchise. The character must be and originate from video games. And also, the primary tool must be the claws, but they are allowed to use other means of defense or attack. So, without further ado, let's jam. Now, to start off with our number 10 claw wielder, we're gonna choose Teddy from Persona 4. The reason why Teddy's so low on this list is he rarely uses his claws. He just uses bombs, circus items, and also his persona, Kintoki Doji, based off of the fictionalized character Kintaro. Either way, his primary physical attacks coming straight from him are dealt using his claws, so he makes the cut. Now, I'd be lying to say that I've played all the way through Final Fantasy IX, but there's one member of the party that I always chose and actually wanted to level completely, and that would be Amaranth Coral. Now, Amaranth Coral is a mystery of a man. He's arrogant and somewhat naive, but the first time that we see him, he is hired by Queen Brahen to steal Princess Garnet's pendant and kill Vivi. Later on, during the story, we are able to choose Amaranth as a party member. What puts him so high on what puts him above Teddy is a matter of opinion, and Also, I feel that Amaranth is more fleshed out as a character. So, Amaranth takes the number 9 spot. Now, number 8 is my favorite character in the entire Soul Calibur franchise. Enter Voldo. Voldo is a in Soul Calibur 2 and through 4, he's a 50-year-old man who's also a contortionist who wields the cat claws. But in Soul Cal 5, he's 67 years old. He's 6 foot tall, and at his old age, still is a contortionist. He looks like a cross between a jester and a sadistic gimp. But, yeah, no. He is now essentially a sadomasochistic slave to Nightmare. Who could have figured that one out? I can feel the hate rolling out now. Yes, my number 7 spot goes to a robot master from Mega Man 7, Slashman. Now, Slashman doesn't really have that big of a personality outside the fact that he's technically considered a kleptomaniac. But he is the only robot master from the Mega Man franchise that has these claws. And don't give me that BS that, oh, what about Pluto from Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy? Well, I haven't really played all the way through Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. And also the fact that Slashman's stage is dinosaurs!
Others. Ni, home is where the heart is. San, reach for your dreams.
Wow, look who's here.
Ah, finally!
Shi, drink in moderation. Go. Honesty is the best policy. Look, the good old days are over.
This is his thing, right?
Oui. There are 100 of these, no?
Shit. Perhaps I have met my match. Hach. Yes, I have met my match. Q. Let us have a match.
Combat! Get to the combat! Save the rest for later!
The rest will come later. Wonder Eyes, vital!
Is it just me, or is this a running theme with this list? Again, another character from a game that I've barely even played. Enter Wonder White from the Wonderful 101. Now, I work at GameStop, so I get a little leeway from playing the demos if I'm on break or whatever. And I tried out the demo of the Wonderful 101, and I found myself playing as Wonder White the most, due to, maybe it's because of him being Japanese, or the fact that he used cryokinesis, or even the main fact that he's a claw wielder. So, that's why I'm sticking him at the number 6 spot. Now, into my top 5 picks for the best claw wielders in video games. Now, my next pick is actually from only 2 games, and those would be the first 2 Samurai Showdown games. Let me introduce Genin Shiranui. Now, Genin is completely sadistic. He enjoys the kill so much that he's killed so many other ninja in his day. Now, he calls himself the leader of the demon world, and with good reason. His sadistic personality, plus the way that he wields his claws, are worthy of that name. Plus, if you actually look at his bio, his blood type is different from human blood.
What? What on earth do you think you're doing?
They're not nearly as big and fluffy as they appear. Not bad, but definitely not great either. They're just average, I guess.
What did you say?
I feel so much better, meow. Once again, see you around.
How dare she call these average? They're not average.
Now for a character from one of my personal favorite fighting game series. Tao Kaka from Blaze Blue. Now, Tao is a part of the Kaka clan, a race of cat-like people that can survive on the surface of the planet after the Black Beast fell and spread a magical poison across the land. The way that they survive on the surface is transferring that magical poison into claws. And boy does Tao use those claws well. She bounces across the screen, has the agility of a cat, and also just all around a likable character. She's very wonderful in a childlike spontaneity kind of way, making her my number 4 pick. Vega from Street Fighter. Come on. What kind of list of claw wielders would this be without the quintessential claw wielder? Vega is an assassin from Spain who enters the Street Fighter tournament because of his employment to M. Bison's organization Shadowloo. He has been using a bladed claw against unarmed fighters for years. I mean, come on. And also, he has a pretty sick snake tattoo. One of the most iconic claw users. I could not have put him any lower than the number 3 spot on this list. Now serving Lord Cao Cao. Under the regime of the Wei army comes the most flamboyant claw user on my list. Zhang He from Dynasty Warriors. Now, Zhang He is so flamboyant that his ambition and obsession is beauty, grace, elegance, and most of all, to make all of China beautiful with no crudeness or vulgarity. But that's not why he's on the list. The reason why he's on the list is because of his favorite weapons, either known as the Phoenix Talons or the Peacock Talons. And before you jump down my throat saying, "Oh, why'd you say he's flamboyant?" His wushu move in Dynasty Warriors 8 is making energy butterfly wings and then striking the ground. So I don't want to hear it. Before we get to number 1, let's recap. Number 10, Teddy. Number 9, Amret Coral. Number 8, Voldo. Number 7, Slashman. Number 6, Wonder White. Number 5, Genen Shiranui. Number 4, Taukaka. Number 3, Vega. And number 2, good God, you're flamboyant! Okay, I know at video I said that I was only gonna do one per franchise, and personally I consider the Shin Megami Tensei games separated from the Persona games. So when I was thinking of this list, my number one pick was going to be Bat from the first Digital Devil Saga. But then it dawned on me, he just transforms into a giant demon bat. That's not claw wielding. Then I remembered there's one character in the party that actually has claws when they transform into their demon avatar. That being said, my number one pick for the best claw wielder is Heat from Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. Now, when Heat transforms into Angie, a fire demon that, for all intensive purposes, is completely sadistic. He fits the core values of what a claw wielder should be. And come on, look at him. He's menacing. He has his claws essentially rotating in his knuckles. I'm Destroyah's Prophet, and I'll see y'all in the next video.